Hi everyone, I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from April. And here's her story. Hey Ollie, lately I've been grappling with the issue of triggers. After I left my abuser in late 2014 and went no contact, I've been focused on recovering and getting my life back. At first I cried a lot, then I was numb, then I was angry. Then I reached acceptance. It took about 2 years to get to the acceptance part of my recovery. My life is so much better now. I'm enjoying learning about myself and pursuing my own version of happiness. I don't feel the level of anxiety and depression that I felt while I was in the marriage or during the separation and divorce period. Still, I have my good days and my bad days. Although I've made significant progress, I have noticed that I grapple with all kinds of triggers and use avoidance behavior to cope. Back in 2015, I coped by avoiding all places, people, and things that would remind me of my ex-husband and my life with him. I was in survival mode. By 2016, I began to loosen up a bit on that by going to some of the places we used to frequent or watching shows that we used to watch together. I told myself that I should embrace the new me and that I shouldn't be afraid to expose myself to places or experiences that I actually enjoy, even if I used to enjoy those with the ex. I guess I felt like if I totally avoid everything that I associated with the ex, that basically he wins. Maybe that seems silly or petty, I don't know. He ruined so many things for me while we were together that I feel like I shouldn't let him continue to ruin things for me for the rest of my life. Halloween is pretty much ruined for me forever. But that's a story for another video. Though I've been mostly successful integrating the old with the new and forming my new path in life, there are still some places or things that I'm still not comfortable facing because I begin to feel the anxiety, and so I just avoid. As an example, I've eaten in some restaurants and gone to movie theaters that I used to go to with the ex. I seem to manage that okay without feeling anxious, but I can't bring myself to drive past either of the two houses we used to live in. When I drive, my eyes are drawn to the license plate of every Toyota Tacoma truck that drives by, and I don't feel better until I realize it's not his truck. It's ridiculous. It's not even that likely that I would run into him since he lives 50 miles away, though he does have family in my area. I even have boxes in the closet that contain old photos, documents, and other items that I took with me when I left. 2 years later, those boxes are still in the closet, and I can't bring myself to look at what's in the boxes. I can't even remember what's in them, really, except for pictures, but I'm afraid to look. I know I have to deal with this at some point. I think sometimes the fact that I do feel some anxiety about driving past the old houses, that perhaps it means deep down I still feel something for him, and that's why I don't go there. I'm tearing up a bit just writing this email. I think maybe I'm suppressing these feelings to protect myself. That being said, I know that behavior is not healthy and the feelings will continue to resurface and impede my ability to move forward with my life. So here's my question. How I know a long time ago you made a video titled Don't Hide from Narcissistic Triggers. I've been meaning to go back and watch that one again. Do you think I'm impeding my recovery by continuing these avoidance behaviors? Or do you think that maybe this is all a process that maybe eventually in time I'll be able to face the things that I find too stressful to deal with? I don't want to jeopardize my recovery by forcing myself to drive by the old houses or go through those boxes before I'm emotionally ready and risk slipping back into a depression. At the same time, I feel like avoiding these places and things is hanging over my head, and I think about it a lot. It's like I think that maybe if I just suck it up and deal with these remaining demons, that maybe it could help me move past all of it and I wouldn't feel the anxiety anymore. What I really want to feel, as it pertains to my ex in every aspect of our life together is absolutely nothing. But I'm just not there yet, and I know it. I know you're not a therapist, Ollie, but I do value your opinion. And I know you have extensive experience with triggers and coping. Let me know what you think, April. Well, I don't know why you would force yourself to move by two places you used to live with them to begin with. I mean, you clearly still have feelings for them. I mean, that's okay, but it's feelings for who you wanted him to be, not who he actually is. And, you know, I think you understand that. Look, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like when you see the car they drive or you get that anxiety, there's nothing you're going to be able to do with that. That will pass with time. That will pass with time. You know, it's just not something you can turn on and off, and that's not something you're doing to yourself deliberately. You know, the anxiety is real. You see a Toyota Tacoma, the anxiety is real. You're not saying, okay, let me be anxious right now. Let me start being a problem right now. No, it's real. It's happening, and it's happening for a reason. You know, you obviously still have feelings for them, and that's okay. That's fine. Whether those feelings are good feelings, bad feelings, it's an emotional feeling. I mean, I'm always going to have some kind of emotional feeling towards my ex-wife since, you know, we had a kid together. We had 14 years, and it's mostly bad now, but there's still anxiety and stress that goes along with it, even being divorced from her for 10 years. You know, public places is one thing. I wouldn't hide. See, when you say hide it, when I say don't hide from your triggers, but you don't have to go running towards them either. I mean, if there's no reason to go driving past the two houses you live near, then why bother with it? Like, don't put yourself out. But to avoid public places like a restaurant or movie theaters or shows you watch, that's silliness. That's silliness. Those are public places. That is the, but, you know, going by things that you and him only did, like living in a home together, okay, of why you'd want to do that, you know. As far as what's in the box, if you haven't looked in the box for 2 years, then you don't need anything in it. And all that is to me, I think, is that box is for you as an anchor, which I would suggest doing one of two things. Okay, with that, throw it out because you don't need anything in it anyway, or give it to someone else to hold for you where you don't even have to look at it, know about it until you're ready. Out of sight, out of mind. Don't force yourself into a trigger. Okay? Not hiding from it, hiding from a trigger doesn't necessarily mean you have to force yourself into a trigger. So, you know, there's no reason to be driving by places you used to live, just you and him. Okay, but there's no reason to avoid, on the other end, public places you used to go, like movie theaters, restaurants, and stuff like that. There has to be a balance. Stressing out and getting anxiety over seeing a truck that looks like, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. That can only pass with time. And the box, you haven't looked in it for 2 years. There's nothing in there you need. Seems like it's more of an impediment. Either throw it out or give it to somebody you can trust with it so you don't have to look at it. Say, can you hold this for me for a while? Because I don't know what the hell to do with it. And leave it at that. And then give it some more time. And as the time wears on, then maybe you might come to the point where you know what, let me see what's in that box. And you might open it and be like, just get it out of here. And in that time, you might meet someone else and start dating again and get your confidence back and all that. Okay? So you don't have to hide from your trigger, but you don't have to run from them either. So I hope that helps. So thanks again for your contribution, April, and another story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, or you'd like to set up a Skype private phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook chat, or you'd just like to sponsor a video for someone else, or just sponsor the channel, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. If you're still unsure, wait for the final video link to pop up on this video to my instructional video. It'll walk you through all of that. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. This is Ali Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. See you soon. Bye.